Hi everybody, it's Rebecca Santal here. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor and I am in upstate South Carolina, just outside of Greenville. This is my website information and it's also going to be linked below on the video. I just wanted to come on and do a quick YouTube video today. I haven't done one in a while, but I also wanted to share with you some products that I got for free from Creative Memories, and I'll tell you how you can get them too. They're running a promo right now. It was supposed to end today, and they've extended the promo through Sunday. So this is time sensitive. You only have 2 more days for this promo, but if you have a qualifying order in the US, it's $150. You can get one of 3 different products for free. They have a large carrying bag, which will carry 4 of our pods. They have a medium and small bag set that you can get, or what I got is the Heartfelt Noteworthy collection. And this is what it is. You've got a 12 sheets of designer paper, and there's gorgeous colors with plums, yellow, blue, aquas. And then it also comes with 6 sheets of designer matte paper. It comes with 3 sticker strips, a set of stickers, and 2 different colors of ABC sticker sets. So this one I absolutely love. This is my favorite color, and it's gorgeous. Everything in this set is gorgeous. So since this is an exclusive set that you can only get for free if you order $150 US of qualifying products through this Sunday, I wanted to use some of this paper and show you a quick layout. So I've been going through the 52 Project Recipes book, which was something that we earned, I think it was last year we earned it with another promo. So they don't have these available now. But right now, today, I'm going to be doing project recipe number 20. I was going to do these in order, but I've just decided to go with what works with my photos. And I've got some photos of when my sister visited me last month, and I think they'll work with this project recipe. So to start off, I'm going to have 2 sheets of canary cardstock as my base. And you'll notice whenever you get a paper pack from Creative Memories, at the top of the pack, it's going to show you what cardstock coordinates with those papers in the pack. And since this has 2 different paper packs, there's a couple different extra ones, like this one's got a caramel, which I'm pretty sure is a brand new shade that hasn't even come out yet. Same with plum and songbird blue. Those are new shades. But also the dark sea green, the island waters, the canary, and the pink razzleberry, which I'm pretty sure we have all 4 of those in stock. If pink razzleberry is not in stock now, it will be soon. So those are all coordinating cardstocks that will work with the papers of this collection. So I have chosen to use canary as my base pages. And I've also gone ahead and picked out the designer papers that I'm going to use for this sketch. So I'm going to be using these here and the back side of this one. I just love this speckled one. It's like paint splatters. Okay, so this sketch, I am not going to cut out any of the mattes because my photos might be slightly different. I'm going to wait and see what sizes I have of the photos. I've printed everything 4x6. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use them as 4x6 or if I'm going to be cutting some of them down. And I've printed them with the white kind of mat around the pictures in case that I keep it this size. So I'm not going to worry about cutting my mats just yet. So right now we're just going to cut the top and the bottom elements of the page. So I've decided what I want to go on the top here is going to be this speckled paper. So that is 2.5 by 12 inches, and I'm going to cut 2 of those. Get my trimmer here. I've got so much stuff on my table right now. I didn't really even take the time to give myself space because I wanted to just make this video really quick. But anyways, here's your 12-inch trimmer. It's amazing. I know I've talked about it before. It's got this removable cutting strip here, and you'll see it's got numbers on each side. So that shows you that you can flip it and rotate it 4 times so you can get the most out of your cuts. And you'll see where the cut line is. In fact, I'm on number 4 and I am getting to where I almost need to rotate it, but I think I'm going to try to keep it on 4 for today's purpose. But on the back of your trimmer, there's a spot where you can keep a spare whenever it's time to change it. And each line, each number, should give you about 500 cuts. So you're going to have about 2,000 cuts per cutting mat. So that's good. Also in the back, you can house all your different blades, the blades you can interchange right here. This is the straight blade, which is what you're going to primarily use, but there are different shapes. In fact, I'm going to use one of these. Let's see which one I'm going to use. Let's do the Colonial today. I'm going to use one of these on some of these cuts. Okay, back to our splatter paper. We're going to cut this at 2.5. And we need 2 of these cuts. So those will go on the tops of our page. And then I'm going to use the opposite side for, what did I decide I was going to use this for? Now I'm trying to decide which strip that I want it to be. I think I want it to be my 1-inch strips. Actually, they're 3/4 inch strips, which is what you see in the green here. So they are 3/4 inch strips, and that's where I'm going to pull in my Colonial blade. You certainly can do it straight blade or any other blade you want, but I want to give it a little bit of a design element. So we're going to, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am not going to stop the recording, but my dog was lying in the room here with me. I usually lock her out when I do my videos, but I did not think to do that today. Okay, since I'm going to use the Colonial blade on both sides of this cut, I'm just going to cut a little bit off the edge to give me a good start. And that looks like, I'm going to do that again because I didn't have it all the way down. It was a little bit crooked. All right, now we need 3/4 inch, and 3/4 is going to take you, I am left-handed and I use my mat probably more backwards than most people. So I'm just going to go to the first line on the small side, like not the first. This is the first line, the second line on the small side, right in between your 1-inch mark and your first line. But if you're using your, there are markings on the trimmer, so it's easy to see where the 3/4 is on whichever way you decide to turn your paper and use it. I just find it easier to use it upside down since I'm left-handed. So 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to do that 4 times. And both of my dogs have come back in the room, so I'm hoping that they will be quiet for the rest of this video. I love them dearly, but we've got one who is a little bit mouthy. All right, there are my 4 3/4 inch strips. Now we're not going to use this anymore, so we'll put that aside. Now, down at the bottom here, we've got 2 pieces that are cut on the wavy blade, or with the wavy trimmer. They don't have the wavy trimmer anymore. That's not available with Creative Memories anymore, but you can certainly use one of your decorative blades to make a decorative cut instead of using the wavy trimmer. I'm going to use my wavy trimmer, and so I'll bring that in here. Oh, actually first I have to make the straight cut first. So we've got a 5 by 12 inch piece, which is the back piece, and then the front piece is 4.5. So let's see, which one did I want to do? The 5 inch piece I'm going to do in this really pretty pink polka dot paper. And I just remembered that I forgot to change my blade. Always when you're using a decorative blade, you want to change it out right away so you don't forget. This is supposed to be 5 inches, but I'm just going to cut that tiny little bit off so it's not going to make a difference that I'm just a little bit shorter. And since I'm, let's see, how much shorter did I go? Just an 1/8 of an inch shorter. So to compensate for this one, instead of 4.5, I'm going to go 4 3/8, since it's going to be layered on top of the other one. No big deal. You make a mistake, you just kind of adjust. Okay, now let's put this blade back. We're going to pull in the decorative trimmer with the wavy blade. And these you cut in half. So, whoa. Let's see. See if I can remember. Half of 5 is 2.5 minus a 16th because of my error. So we're going to line this up at the 2.5 and err just a little bit south. There we go. And then this is going to be 2.25 and err just a little bit south. It's kind of hard to see. I know I'm probably getting my head in the frame, but it's kind of hard to see the markings on this trimmer. But they're there. And like I said, we don't sell this one anymore, so okay. Let's get the trimmers out of the way for now. Might need to bring it back in if I end up cutting some mats. But let's just lay this out and see what we're going to do with our photos. We're just going to dry fit this so you can see what the page is going to look like. So, speckled, splattered, whatever, designer paper on top with this 3-inch strip there. Same on this side. Get this piece out of the way. And then on the bottom, we're going to layer the pink and the teal. This, like I said, this paper pack is just so gorgeous. In fact, now I'm wondering, do I want to use this side, the speckled side, for underneath, for down here? Or do I want to use the yellow? What do we think? The yellow does help it tie together with the top, but so would the speckled side, honestly. And that brings out more of the teal and the pink that you see down here. So I think I might go with that. I really do like that. And in fact, I might even go back and cut the teal and put some of the teal up there. But I like this. This helps bring in the canary cardstock. So let's see how they had their photos. They had vertical ones on this side, horizontal ones on the right side. So let's see how ours are going to work out. This one I can definitely trim down. This one I think I can trim down. And then over here, if I layer them, I could trim this one down, but that's my favorite one. So I kind of wanted this one to be bigger. I might be able to trim these two down. So let's see. What do they use? They have 3x5 photos. I'm not going to be able to get it down to 3x5, but I might be able to get 3.5 by 5.5. And over here, we'll see. So yeah, let's just trim them. You know, I can always print them again if I don't like the trim, right? Because, so here is our photo trimmer. It's got the guillotine blade, super sharp, and it is just perfect for trimming these photos. There's a arm that comes out. You can trim photos all the way up to 10 inches, 8 by 10 inches. So this is the perfect little portable trimmer. On the back, you can fit your scissors, and your micro tip scissors will also snap right in there. So very handy. But we're going to trim these photos down to, let's see, we're going to start with 3.5 by 5. And since I'm going to have to trim all the way around, since I did get the white frame printed, so let's see, we've got those two trimmed. See, I think that's perfect. And I'm not even going to worry about mats. I think with this cardstock, instead of a designer paper in the background, I don't even think I need mats. So, and I just realized that there's a really bad glare from my ceiling fan, but it's just on the photos. So I hope, let's see. Yeah, you haven't seen the glare until I brought the photos out. So I was hoping that didn't mess up the whole video. But okay, so there's that page. So I think what I'm going to do is trim. I'm going to start with this one. What was I doing? 5.5 by 3.5. And it's really just barely taking any off. So I think it's going to be good. I do hate that I had to cut my fingers there, but it's a photographer's trick. You don't want to cut off feet or fingers unless you're cutting off the whole leg or the whole arm. Okay, so we're going to have these two photos here, and then this one here. Now, I wonder, see, they do have this little piece here, which is a journal mat, and that is 6 by 3 inches. So let's look at the mat papers that came with this, because you got 6 different pages of these mat papers, and I could either cut one down to 6 by 3, it's just cutting an inch off the top, or I can just, you know, let it go over a little bit. Let's see what we like. I don't think I want to use the yellow because of canary, and I didn't really have much blue, so we're not going to use the blue or the brown, but we might end up with using one of these teals. I think I'm going to go with this one that says Today's Adventures, because that was an adventure we took on the day that my sister came to visit. So I'm just going to trim that one out. And that's one good thing about this 12-inch trimmer is you can just line this up. You've got these little guides that come out of either side, and it's going to help you to see where your cut line is. I'm a little bit off, so let's just move this a smidge to the left, because, you know, on these types of papers you want to be able to cut right on the line of where your mat is. And that way you get it perfect every time. Let's see, where's my little guide? Perfect. All right, now I think I am going to, well, let's get these trimmers out of my way. Yeah, I do like that. Or I could even offset them so the two 4x6s are catty corner to each other. I think I might like it like that. Or I might like it like that. Let's tape our papers down so we can get a better look at how it's going. How are we on time? How much time have I been doing? 24 minutes? Not bad. So when I'm taping a bunch of papers down like this, I like to use my repo tape because it's just super easy in case you need to, you know, adjust it slightly to make sure it matches the other side. Repo tape is just amazing, and they just recently came out with the repo tape in the jumbo gun. If you haven't gotten the jumbo gun, I didn't pull the trigger on it for a while. It took me a while to get this thing, and I have no idea why it took me so long. Right now I've just got my regular tape in it, so I'll use it when I mount my photos. But this thing is so lightweight. The tape roll that it holds is it's a little bit more than 4 of these tape rolls. So it's more cost effective, honestly. They are actually out of this right now, but it is coming back in stock. And you need this gun, or whatever you want to call it, jumbo tape roll. You need it whether you're getting the regular tape runner that fills it, or whether you're getting, and I know I have the repo here. This is what the refill looks like. So whether you're getting the refill or the regular, you need this to buy this, and it comes with the regular in it. So it's like you can't buy it with the repo in it. You know, it's just the repo just comes as a refill. I hope I'm explaining that in a way that makes sense. But it's totally worth. In fact, I know several advisors who have 2 of these, one for regular, one for repo. So, I really like the back of this teal paper. I'm going to have to use that for something too. It looks like it's got water stains on it, like when you set a cup down or something. It's really, really kind of fun. It'd be great for like coffee out with a friend or whatever. And the stickers, oh, what I did with them. They're up here somewhere. It's a really good set for, like, you know, girl time out with your friends or whatever. There's flowers, there's coffee cups, there's books. Celebrate days like these. Happiness is sweeter when shared. Creative memories. It's best friends. It's very fun set for, you know, you and your friends. So when I got it, I knew it would be perfect for these photos with my sister. Any photos with my sister, honestly. Whenever we visit each other, we usually spend time visiting local antique stores and thrift shops. It's our favorite thing to do together. Keep misplacing my book. They kind of have their photos tucked in down there, but I don't want to leave too much space up. I think I'm fine just putting those up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to use this, and I'm going to tell you this is the easy. It's literally so light. Tap, 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 and there you go. And I've got it just, I don't know if you can see. So I've got my tool caddy here, and I just keep it in one of the pockets. It's like a holster. Just pull it right out. I've got everything I need in this tool caddy. I've got all my other tape runners. I've got my multi-purpose tool. I've got rulers, my corner rounder, my circle cutter, even some chapstick and a nail file, because, you know, we are girls, and sometimes you just need those too. A little bit off on my spacing there. Done is better than perfect. That is our motto. Okay, I'm going to bring this one over here because I'm kind of sitting more in front of this mat. And that's another thing. These Creative Memories cutting mats, if you don't have 2 of them to work on at your space, get yourself a second one. It's just so easy to work on them side by side, especially when you're working on pages like I've got here where they're symmetric. So, you know, you want to make sure, in just a minute, when I add that 3/4 inch strip, you want to make sure it's going to match the opposite side. Because honestly, I didn't quite pay attention to how far down the mat I was, like if I was, you know, 2 inches down or whatever. But I can just lay this one up right next to it and I can see. Boom. Perfect. Same with the bottom, although I think I did do the bottom one a 1/2 inch up. So, I wish I had printed off a picture to show you guys what the other freebies were. But they're the rainbow dots, which, you know, like this tool caddy I showed you, this is the rainbow dots fabric. So they are rainbow dots fabric, and they're just the cutest bags. They're very sturdy. The large one, the deluxe, I think it's called, has a trolley sleeve to where you can, like if you're got it on top of your roll cart or what, or a suitcase or whatever. So you can definitely go on online at my website, where I showed you the link, or the link is down below this video, and see what the different bags are that you can get with the promo that, like I said, expires Sunday night at 11:59 Central. So make sure, you know what, and as I have this sitting here, I don't know how you are, but do you want to journal on the left side of your page, or do you want the journal? You know what? I am going to switch them back to the way they were, because this will be, I'll do some kind of a cluster or a title there. I haven't decided what. So we're going to put, let's see how we're going to do this. I think this one we might actually tuck down a little bit. All right, let's start with this one, and then we'll just work our way around it. Tuck it in just a little. And I think I am going to do the journal box on top of it. And these we're just going to line up the top corner of that one and the bottom corner of this one so that the spacing matches. So there we go. Now, I didn't think about a title. So let's see if we creating memories. That's always good. Every picture tells, well, I'm not sure about that one. Snapshots, that's a good one. Let's see. Happiness is sweetest when shared. I kind of like creating memories, but I feel like the coloring of this would go better when I'm using the brown paper. So I'm going to save this one. We're going to go with snapshots. So let's see, we've got that. And snapshots. And then let's get our foam squares. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Do we want to do the camera? Let's see. How is this going to work? I don't want to cover up my hashtag. Could put it over there. Okay. We're going to put, actually, we're going to use this. I don't remember what this is called, but it's like a little, it's an anti-stick powder that you can use if you want to take the stickiness out of your stickers, which I want to do because I want to make it, turn it into an embellishment. So you just tap on it, and now it's no longer sticky. This is amazing stuff. So we're going to put our foam squares right here. And there we go. Let's see. I feel like Bear needs a heart. We all need a little bit of hearts, don't we? Let's see. Let's do another green one here. Just seeing if I want to do any more of these stickers, any more little clusters. Nothing is jumping out at me. I might pull something out from a different collection. Actually, I do like this. Where was it? I saw something here I liked and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, Little Joys. I like the Little Joys, but I feel like it needs something to be layered with. Because it's kind of, it's not enough. So we're going to wait on that. I might put that over on my journal box. But for now, sorry this is in my way, in your way. For now, here we go. These are our finished pages for the most part until I journal. I am going to do a sticker cluster over here. I'm just going to have to see if I have any other stickers that I want to pull from a different collection. So thanks for watching. I'm glad I got to show you this Heartfelt Noteworthy collection. And like I said, it is only available free with purchase of $150 US. I don't know what the Australian or Canadian numbers are. and only through this Sunday evening. So, Heartfelt Noteworthy Days. Gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And then also, if you're not interested in this, there are the two, technically 3 bags, but 2 different options, the large or the medium and small together options that you can get with your free with purchase. Spend get promo, basically. So thanks for watching. Click subscribe. Let me know how you liked this layout, and I will see you guys next time.